Hey folks, it's Jang here from ultimaterc.com, and I has a fragile airmail box that's been dropped on its corner very conveniently. Of course, you know, should never say fragile on a package because it's just an invitation for whoever's handling it to throw it around, use it as a basketball, maybe as a football, you know, have some extra fun with it. So this is from Hobby King. No, not Hobby King. No, this is from eBay. It's from RC Mart, aka Dinball, over in Hong Kong, the other HK. And this is a bunch of electric power. Here's the deal. I have, over the years, used so many different power systems from so many different companies. I tried at one point to standardize on all Castle stuff. You know, I tried to support Castle. I got entirely too many. I think at one point I had 6 Mamba Max Pros and 2 Mamba Monsters plus a micro, the old original Mamba plus an original Mamba Max. And then I started encountering very quickly the issues with the BECs not being strong enough and having to add in their BECs, which was not that big of a deal on price, honestly, to me, but was a big deal with having to have all that extra wiring, especially with smaller vehicles and stuff. And, you know, I've tried different stuff. I got a couple of brushless Hobbies, ESCs. I've got various Hobby Wing, Leopard, what else? Speed Passion, Dual Sky, Novak. I've got all sorts of pieces of equipment. And I'm just tired of having so many different USB plugs. Some ESCs can't be updated. Motors I'm doing okay on. I really haven't had any bad luck with motors in general. But I have decided finally that I am going to standardize on Hobby Wing for ESCs so that I can just get down. I need to get their little LED programming box. I only have the small ones, but throughout all the time that I've been using brushless equipment, Hobby Wing products have been the most reliable for me. They've been by far the most reliable, easiest to use ESCs for. I've used them for land, I've used them for air, I've used them for water, craft. So I'm just going to stick with them. I'm going to start getting rid of all my miscellaneous stuff and try to get down to the point where I have just 1 or 2 USB dongles. I'll probably still hold on to a couple Castle MMPs because they have some very interesting, unique specs, or maybe at least one, just to take advantage of the 6S capability on small vehicles. And you know, they're still good, but still need to use the BEC. So what I've done here is I've gotten the very latest of the best Hobby Wing ESC release. This is version 3.1 of the XE Run 120 amp unit. And the XE Runs, these are the ones that are small and they run up to 3S, which is important for me. And they also run censored motors, so it's kind of everything that you want for 10th scale use, unless you're going into some interesting low kV, high voltage power systems, in which case, you know, you've got better options. But for most of the things that I do, this should turn out well. So I'm not going to go ahead and do the unboxing just now, but I got 2 of these. I'll probably get more over time if these work out well. And then this is an SC8, a waterproof SC8 inside of there. And of course, as soon as I ordered this, I think it was the next day, a thread showed up on URC with folks talking about problems they've had with these things burning out. So it might just be my luck that I will never have good luck with electronic equipment. I'll never be able to standardize, but I'm going to try. So there it is. Got my first waterproof one. It's probably going to go into my /4x4 project, the one that's based on the Ultimate that's been sitting in a box for months and months and months. But, you know, like I said, I'm just going to give it a shot and hope for the best. And then I also got a couple of motors here. So I'm going to be doing a pair of vehicles that I want to have running, both vehicles running at the same time, not at the exact same moment, but I want to have them both ready to run so that I can run them back to back under the same conditions, and I would need to have the same motor for those two. And so these are some Speed Passion Competition 3.0 series censored motors, 9.5 turn. I got kind of not too fast, went kind of gentle on the power with those, but these were $30 each. Censored motors, Speed Passion, good quality, warranty, good stuff, good products in general. I don't know why RC Mart on eBay was selling them so cheap, but maybe they were cheap to begin with, and then they just had them on a small sale because it didn't look like they were discounted too far, but maybe I'm wrong on that. $30 can't beat that. I mean, that's the price of a tack-on sensorless motor. So got two motors. The only other two motors that I had that were identical were the little Hobby Wing thin can ones, and I need something with more power than that. I also wanted to use censored motors because I'm going to be running these on track and actually maybe comparing lap times between the two vehicles. So that's it for this box as I start to try to move towards standardizing on Hobby Wing, and I prepare more stuff for more vehicles that have been waiting in the wings for far too long, and actually getting them ready to get back out there and do some more driving. So I will be headed back to work presently, and I'll talk to you again when I do.